So once again, hello everyone, and thank you for joining. Let's talk about it, Steph. I am your host, Steffi, and I hope that you guys had a wonderful week. We got lots to talk about today, so I hope you guys are ready to get started. Man, have y'all watched the Project 1916? If you haven't, y'all need to definitely get your kids out there and have them to watch that show. It was really good. They have it on Hulu now. So definitely get your kiddos together, especially since now they don't want to teach about Black history or anything that has anything to do with African American, or really they don't want to discuss American history. So you might want to tune in, get your kids on there. It's really good. Um, you'll learn a lot. Looks like we're having some feedback back there. I tell you, every time there's somewhat of a potential storm or rain and stuff, we always have technical issues. But we're gonna do what we gotta do anyway. But yeah, y'all have got to see this show, um, Project 1916. It was a really good show. The young, it was featured in New York Times, so it was really good. Talks about American history as far as with us as Black people. How do we get over here? And basically, it was talking about Jim Crow, so it's a lot to it. So if you have young kids and you want to teach them about history, definitely make sure that you tune in to Project 1916. It's on Hulu. So I do have to make sure that we talk about this one thing that's been going on. I know everybody has been hearing about it on the radio and probably on most of all the media outlets are talking about it and talking about Jamie Foxx. So we really don't know what's going on with Jamie. We was told that he was out of the hospital playing pickleballs, and now somebody leaked out allegedly that Jamie's supposed to be paralyzed and blind. So it's being told that he had a stroke, and with the bleeding that was on his brain caused him to wind up having a stroke, and he's blind. So they didn't say if he was blind in one eye or just both. We have no idea. So the story is still being told. Things are all out there, and of course, all of this is allegedly. And I really hope if something like that, I really hope and pray that Jamie's okay, cause that's like just we just want Jamie to be okay. So yeah, they're going around saying that Jamie has had a stroke and he's blind. So keep your thoughts and prayers going out to him. I hope he has a speedy recovery and that everything going to turn out okay for him. It's one of those deals that, man, you just never know what could possibly wind up happening. So definitely keep him in your prayers. So let's go on to our next subject. I'm going to talk about our favorite governor. I'm just kidding. Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis just doing all kind of crazy stuff. He is out there changing laws, just gerrymandating everything. He's the young lady that was doing a porn for Biden. He took that out of the schools and said it was inappropriate just because a parent had complained about it. So they basically forced all. They don't want to mention her nowhere in the schools allegedly. So that's sad. And I'm like, parents, y'all just got to get out there and teach your own kids. You know, teachers are having a hard enough time as it is, and you're just going to really have to get out there and teach your own kids of what history you want them to learn. And I'm like, now is the time to wind up learning your own history. If you don't know your history, I think it's time for you to learn it, because in a minute, if it can happen in Florida where he's erased in history, it can happen anywhere. So it's time for us to start making sure that we start learning our own history, because that Jim Crow law, they're trying to kick that back in over in Mississippi. They're trying to separate, and here it is, 2023. That is not going to work. I think I can speak for a lot of people that it's 2023. Jim Crow law shouldn't even, you shouldn't even be uttering the word Jim Crow. You know, we are better than that. We don't need to be separated. We can work together. We just gotta get rid of all these people that are just got so much anti-hate. You hate everybody, basically, is what's going on. And separating the blacks and the whites, that's not gonna work, because nowadays everybody is mixing. They got friends and family members that are of different nationality, and you're just gonna have to get over it. So if you don't like people of color, so what? Get over it. Move. There's no room for hate. So get over yourself. But I definitely want to make sure that I address with the alleged, he's been alleged being paralyzed and blind. And also I want to make sure that we talked about this Jim Crow thing that's going on in Mississippi. Hopefully the wonderful people out there can get on fighting and make things happen. So we're going to continue on keeping Jamie in our prayers. And, all these southern states, we got to keep y'all lifted up as well, because we got to do something better, because what's going on right now, it is really not working. Help organize something, please speak out and let somebody know so we can get in there and try to help you guys, because this is getting really bad. We got the election coming up in 2024, and if we don't get control over this now, it's gonna get worse when it's time for election. So y'all, please go register to vote. If you haven't, get out there and go register to vote, because it's already bad. It's getting worse now. So please, y'all, get out there and go take somebody to those local elections when they come up. A local election is basically where everything started. If you did, it's not just the president election. We got mayor races, we got constable races, we got all kind of races that's going on. You guys gotta get in there. But we're not going to make this show about politics today, but I just want to keep y'all up on what's going on out there in the world. Also, there was this rumor going out about the IRS is targeting black people. So allegedly they're going back 10 years on your taxes. So I'm going to tell y'all now, y'all might want to go and check out your taxes and make sure you got all your stuff lined up, because you might be that person that get that letter. I already received my letter, so I don't know if I'm targeted, but I'm like, they got time for us poor people. They don't have time for the rich people, because rich people will tie them up in court all day long, so they want to mess with the little people. That's what I think. But make sure y'all get y'all stuff together, because Mr. IRS, they got time today. But that is all I have for our show today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and stay safe out there, and make sure y'all get people registered to vote. Even though election is next year, we should be having another election coming up this November. Let's make sure we get people registered to vote and know exactly where your precinct is at. So thank y'all for tuning in. If you like, share, hey, and send me a comment back there. And thank y'all once again for tuning in for Let's Talk About Stuff. I will see y'all next week, and y'all have a wonderful day.